Dad. Today I've been given the opportunity and honor to introduce him as our commencement speaker. And I'm more than a little nervous, as I'm not sure that I can quickly explain the relationship between Darlington and Jimenez that is so important to both of them. For those of you that know my dad, no introduction is necessary. And for those of you that don't, no introduction could be adequate. He has been at Darlington for 40 years and all the while touched the hearts and lives of many. And many lives have touched him. He began teaching and coaching right out of college in 1968. Although he has taught other subjects, he is best known for his teaching of math and algebra. His first school year here, he was JV boys basketball coach, and for the past 39 years has been the varsity boys basketball coach. During that time, he has received numerous honors, not only as a coach, but also as a teacher. When the Betts Master Teacher Award was first...
My high school graduation, that one of my moments yet to come would be to address a graduating class, and one that not only includes my daughter, but also several of you that I have taught and coached. Do not be surprised. Well, if there had been a vote taken in my high school, I'd have won one poll, one, and that would have been least likely to ever give a graduating speech. No question. You sit here this morning with many, many moments yet to come. Do not be surprised if some of you, maybe the train, will one day be addressing a graduating class. Some of the most important people of your entire life sit next to you. You have made strong and lasting friendships, maybe even romances, with the people who sit next to you, just as several of them sat next to you 13, 14 years ago.
Direction of Mr. Dan Bishop, accompanied by Mrs. Kim Tennell. While we're waiting for the seniors to make their way, I'd like if I could ask the faculty to please stand. Faculty and staff to please stand, if you would. And I would just like to say, this is all possible because of y'all and because of y'all. But thank you, faculty, thank you, staff, for the work, the commitment, the love for each one of these kids. Thank you very much.
Darlington colleagues and I are pleased to present for graduation the class of 2008 some of the finest questioners the world has ever known. This class of intelligent, driven, and curious young men and women has no shortage of whys, why nots, how comes among their ranks, and no shortage of folks who have pleasantly challenged all of us 2, 4, 7, or even 14 years. While challenging this good place to be great, they have left their marks as well. Consider these compelling facts about the class of 2008. This year's graduates hail from 9 different countries and 10 different states. 8 are 4-year boarders, and 21 are 13-year seniors. 23 graduates have siblings who graduated from Darlington. 23 others are second-generation graduates, and 9 are third-generation graduates. There are 8 Eagle Scouts in this class. In fact, 2 brothers were in the late President Ford's funeral as Eagle Scouts because President Ford was an Eagle Scout. 1 graduate is a former Buddhist monk. 1 graduate is a former day student who became a boarder, which students would say is like being a Buddhist monk. 1 will graduate and immediately become a second lieutenant. Another built a 34-foot arch bridge as a community service project. One member of this class is and always has been obsessed with turtles. At least one has been skydiving. One has spent a year abroad in Spain, and one will tell you that she spent a year abroad at the mall about objects she had no intention of buying. One senior, besides working virtually every weekend in her parents' restaurant, has attended Chinese school every Saturday for the last 10 years. Two graduates experienced their first fender bender in costume. One was wearing a chicken suit and the other was wearing a gorilla suit when they collided. And finally, one senior made his TV acting debut as Riri the Recycling Can in a public service announcement that is still in circulation. These are just a few examples of the lasting impact that so many of you have made on each other and on all of us. To be sure, I failed to mention several other examples. These folks sitting here are, as Tennyson has written, a part of all that we have been. Your faces and your questions are etched on our minds now on this great place called Darlington. As representative of the faculty and staff of Darlington, I'm proud to present to you Mr. Whitworth and Dr. Stegall, the class of 2008. We'll now award their diplomas. Seniors in the first row, please stand and come to the base of the stage and wait as Mr. Moss reads your names.
Gage Allen Doss, Cartersville, Georgia. Elliot Allen Eccles, Calhoun, Georgia. Turner Charles Edwards, Rome, Georgia.